My people, hope una dey kampe. Another one don't drop again. Court orders transfer of Abba Kyari, 6 co-defendants from NDLEA custody to prison. Now, the news in full. The Federal High Court sitting in Abuja on Monday, March 28, 2022, ordered the transfer of the suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police, DCP Abba Kyari, and 6 others that are facing drug trafficking charges with him to the Kuje Correctional Center. Trial Justice Emeka Nweke ordered the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, to transfer the defendants to prison shortly after he denied them bail. The Street Journal earlier reported that the court held that the NDLEA placed sufficient materials before it to warrant the refusal of bail to Kyari and his co-defendants. The court equally denied bail to former members of the IRT, ACP Sunday Ubayi, Inspector Simon Agbirigba, and Inspector John Noah. All the defendants in the charge marked FHC ABJ 57-2022 are SP Bawa James, as well as 2 drug traffickers that were arrested at the Akanu Ibiam International Airport in Enugu. Tribunal Patrick Umeibe and Emeka Alphonsus Ezenwanni. Meanwhile, Justice Nweke ordered the accelerated trial of the defendants, even as it fixed April 28 for the reveal of facts in respect of the case against Umeibe and Ezenwanni. It will be recalled that Umeibe and Ezenwanni, who were cited as the 6th and 7th defendants in the charge, and on March 7th, when they were avenged alongside DCP Kyari, pleaded guilty to the drug trafficking charge against them. According to Vanguard, the court had on Monday listened to the arguments from both the prosecution and the defense on the NDLEA's application for the review of facts in respect of the 2 defendants to enable their conviction and sentencing. Kyari's lead counsel, Kanu Agbai, SAN, had contended that it would be prejudicial to his client for facts of the case to be reviewed and decision reached on it while the trial is still subsisting. It made reference to cases where defendants, out of ignorance, pleaded guilty to a charge against them. It is not in the interest of justice for the facts to be reviewed while the trial is still ongoing, he argued. More so, Agbai, the senior advocate of Nigeria, noted that both Umeibe and Ezenwanni were also mentioned in some courts in the charge that involved Kyari and the other accused police officers. The NDLEA had in the charge before the court accused DCP Kyari and the other 4 officers of conspiracy, destruction, and dealing in cocaine worth 7.55 kilograms. It's no news that Kyari was first indicted in the US in a case of money laundering by one high-flying big spending Ramon Hushpuppi Abbas and his group of transitional internet fraudsters. Lately, he was caught pants down in a National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) sting operation. He is an officer who has head of a special anti-crime unit called Intelligence Response Team (IRT). Kyari has been dubbed Super Cop for his crime-busting achievement. If the allegation proved to be true, it would be a sad story of good man gone terrible bad. In his first case pending in a court in California, Kyari was suspended from duty on the written directive of the Police Service Commission (PSC) to the Inspector General of Police (IGP) Usman Akali Baba on the strength of a warrant issued for his arrest by the American court. The IGP also set up a panel to investigate the allegation against Kyari and reportedly forwarded the outcome to the Secretary to the Government of the Federation for venting and advice. My people, now they hear this one so. It is very sad to see that our police officers that are meant to be protecting us are also indulging in heavy crimes like drugs and so on. He was accused earlier by the so-called Hushpuppi. And people didn't take it serious. A lot of people didn't take it serious. Even our government didn't do anything about it. But the police force also weren't really taking it serious. They only suspended him for some time and they brought him back. It's very heartbreaking to see that our own people, our own police force that meant to be protecting us from danger and threatening situations are also indulging in things like this that are very, very sad to hear. A whole police officer is indulging in drug trafficking, something that the NDLEA arrest citizens for. That is what a whole police officer is engaging in. Not only an ordinary officer, but a deputy commissioner of police. It is really sad to hear that things like this are happening. This was the said man that led a lot of crime investigations and crime arrests. I can remember when he was the one that led the arrest for Evans, the kidnapper. So it's very sad to hear that you are leading crimes, you are leading investigations, and you are also doing the same thing that those criminals are doing. Emefiele Blessing, a very devoted citizen, has also said that it's so sad to hear things like this, that our country is turning into another thing, a lot of systematic corruption and endemic poverty. It is very sad to hear that police officers are also indicted for crimes, something that criminals are meant to do. They are meant to be catching the criminals. They are not meant to be the criminals. It is very, very sad to hear a lot of corruption going on in this country, even in the police force, even in the high places. What do we expect of Nigeria? What is the outcome we expect when our police officers are also engaging in things that don't make sense, also engaging in crimes? How would a deputy commissioner of police be indicted for drug trafficking? These are the said police people that are meant to be arresting the drug traffickers. It is very sad to hear that a deputy commissioner of police, not just an ordinary police, is engaging in things like this. And people have come out to react. A lot of Nigerians have said that he must have had a lot of backings for him to carry out all those crimes he carried out. It is very, very painful and sad to hear that in Nigeria, a lot of things go on that are unhidden. A lot of cankerworms are going to be opened if the trial. A lot of cankerworms are going to be opened if the police start taking their job serious, because there are a lot of people that are involved in dirty things that they need to catch. We can recall that according to Baba Femi, an NDLEA spokesman, said that with the intelligence at our disposal, the agency believes strongly that this CP Kyari is a member of a strong cartel, and that is what warranted his arrest. That they had strong evidence against him, that they just had to arrest him. It's very sad to hear that Abba Kyari disgraced himself and also his family and people that believed in him. He also didn't just make a mockery of himself. He also made a mockery of the police force. Because what do you expect people to think now, that an old deputy commissioner of police is involved in drug trafficking? How do they expect other people outside to feel? A lot of criminals will start rolling around saying, if the police can do it, why can't normal citizens also do it? It's very sad to hear that he betrayed his oath of office and pursued his self-interest over and above social and national consideration. How would you just betray the oath that you stood for before you entered into office? You took an oath to protect Nigerian citizens and fight against any kinds of crime, and you are also indulging in those crimes. A lot of reaction has sparked up from Nigerians, as a lot of them are not happy about these recent happenings. A lot of them are so angry that a policeman will be indulging in things like this. It's very sad to know that this same Abba Kyari led the arrest of the notorious kidnapper Evans, and people were praising him. They were so happy. People felt a sense of pride when he caught Evans. So it's very sad to know that this third person is also involved in drug trafficking, and this is a whole lot to take in. And I pray that a lot of them will continue to be caught, because we need to clear away corruption from this system. We need to put a lot of criminals behind bars. We don't care whether they are police officers, whether they are politicians, but a lot of them need to be arrested and reprimanded. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. And if you are new on this channel, please click the like button and put on your notification so you can always get news from us. Stay blessed.